We're putting the spotlight on regions across the country, looking at major election issues and potential results in each. Today, we're taking a close look at Toronto, which is the 5th largest voting bloc in the whole country after the provinces of Ontario, Quebec, BC, and Alberta. Joining me now to break it down is the Globe and Mail's Laura Stone. Laura, great to talk to you.
Great to be here.
Okay, so in 2015, the Liberals swept the GTA. What's it looking like this time?
Well, recent polls have put the Liberals, again, significantly ahead of the other parties, although it is going down slightly week to week. In the second week, we saw the Liberals fall somewhat in the GTA, but they are very, very much ahead in the ridings in Toronto. The NDP is going up a little bit, and we've seen Jagmeet Singh campaigning in some of the downtown Toronto ridings, such as Jack Layton's former riding that the NDP held for a long time. And the Conservatives, Andrew Scheer, appeared in York Centre, for instance, at the beginning of the campaign in more of the northern Toronto ridings. So they are facing some competitions, but right now it looks like the Liberals could be poised to sweep the Toronto area again.
Well, I guess they would have to, right? Because you need 177 seats to form a majority, 170 seats rather to form a majority. The Liberals won 177 last time. So all things being equal, assuming that it's vital for them to hold on to the GTA because they've got areas of the country where their support is softening.
Exactly. This area is key for a Liberal victory. We know that the Liberals are going to lose seats in Atlantic Canada, for instance. They won every seat in the last election, and everyone knows, including the Liberals, that they likely are not going to do that again. They are going to lose their few seats in Alberta. So they're going to try to make gains both in Ontario and Quebec. BC is also going to be extremely competitive for the Liberals. We have the Green Party rising on Vancouver Island. Conservatives are doing well in some parts, as well as the NDP. So the GTA is going to be key for a Liberal victory, and it also could make or break a majority or minority government.
All right, so let's drill down into some of these closer races. You got Eglinton Lawrence, Scarborough Agincourt, and York Centre, all tight races. What are the parties promising and to try to win over those Toronto voters?
Money, lots and lots of money.
Okay, there you go.
We have both the Liberals and Conservatives proposing variations of tax cuts for middle class and upper middle class and lower middle class voters. We have lots of credits for home renovations, for instance. So they're trying to appeal to homeowners by proposing green credits. The Conservatives are going a lot of the tax credit route. They're bringing back the children's fitness and arts credits from the previous Harper government, a transit credit. The Liberals are honing in on their climate change message, of course. Child care is a big issue. And we've also seen the Liberals talk a lot about gun control, which resonates, obviously, in the city of Toronto.
Two high-profile cabinet ministers who in 2015 were considered star candidates, Chrystia Freeland and Bill Morneau, up for re-election in the Toronto area. Are their seats considered safe?
No one is safe, absolutely, but they did win by significant margins in the last election. Chrystia Freeland, of course, is seen as one of the strongest performers in Justin Trudeau's cabinet. Lots of people talking about her as a potential successor as the Liberal leader, and she has performed quite well. Bill Morneau has had a bit of a rockier ride as a finance minister. He was under fire for changes he made to small businesses in a couple of years ago. He's trying to recover a bit. Actually, if you saw some of the signs, it was funny in his riding. He was pictured with cufflinks on some of his election signs.
Not exactly a middle-class
Not exactly
look.
a middle-class message, so they covered those up. But he did win by a significant margin in the last election compared to his NDP candidate. So I would venture to guess that they are going to win again, but anything can happen, Ben. And we have seen finance ministers such as Joe Oliver in the last election who lost.
I will point out Chrystia Freeland is the MP in my area, and there's a number of supporters on my street. One such supporter took the lawn sign down, and when they replaced it a few hours later, they had cut the Trudeau name off of the lawn sign. Yeah, so that could speak to fan of Chrystia, not Team Trudeau necessarily.
And we're seeing in some of the Liberals' recent election ads, for instance, more of a focus on the team, on other MPs or candidates running for election, and not simply about Justin Trudeau, whose own personal reputation and brand has taken a beating over the campaign.
Well, still a lot of runway before the election on October 21st, so thank you so much for giving us a snapshot today.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.